What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Jab Scrap Customs. Weather's finally broke. We got the Ford out of the barn, and we're not done with it apparently. So we might have a trip coming up here at the end of April, and if that's the case, we got a lot of work to do. So stay tuned. We're gonna jump into this. So now that we got most of the performance stuff done, and we got the truck pretty much where we want it, we had the transmission rebuilt. It's got a South Bend clutch in it as well that I forgot about. We pretty much touched almost every single part of this truck. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to hurry up and try and get it ready for a potential camping trip. If this all works out, we're going to go to Good Evening Ranch for the She Crawls event. And we're going to try and make this thing a little bit more camper friendly. So let me show you what we're gonna do. So this ladder rack came on the truck. So we just drug it out of the weeds, and we're going to try and clean this up, and we're going to try and build our own rooftop tent. And also we're going to, I don't know if this will get done in time or not. Might not get done before then, but we want to build a canvas top for the sides so that the whole inside of the bed stays dry, so everything in the bed will stay dry. It'll be kind of military looking. And then what I would like to do is up front, this hangs over the cab. I'd like to build a light rack up here, and then a whole roof rack storage area, and just build a removable top that, you know, if we got to go get something from Home Depot or anything, we can pull this off fairly easy. It's just these 8 studs with nuts on them that would unbolt it off the top of the box, and possibly a little bit of wiring because we'd like to do some sort of solar system on it, so some sort of solar charging. So yeah, this is what we're going to be getting into next, is trying to get this all cleaned up, get all the nasty rhino line off it because someone rhino lined it, get it painted nicely. I'm kind of thinking that maybe right here where it butts up to the back of the cab, maybe we'll do a piece of plexiglass or Lexan or something. I don't know. We're trying to make this as watertight as possible, because eventually what I'd kind of like to see happen is the kids can maybe sleep in the bed underneath, and we'll be up in the rooftop tent, or vice versa, however it all works out. But we're trying to make it so we can rough it somewhere if we had to, and kind of do a little bit of an overland setup with this truck. That way, if we wanted to, we could do a very cool road trip. If we got to sleep in the truck, we have means to. So we're going to see how this goes. This is kind of the first stages of this. It's just kind of been talked about. We might get this bolted up there and realize this isn't going to work at all, or figure out it's going to work great. We haven't had this on the truck in probably 5 years since we've owned the truck. It was one of the first things we pulled off the truck. So we're going to see what happens with it. So stay tuned, and we're going to try and get this all filmed of how this goes, of the whole build process of this, if you want to call it, overland build of the F350.
Right. So we've been working on the rack for the Ford, and this whole thing was painted with rhino line, and we've been trying to get rid of the rhino line because we want to paint it a nice black color and have it all smooth. Not really a fan of the rhino line. So I looked it up, and this citrus strip, it actually works pretty good. So it's really thick. We're gonna actually get some more here. You're supposed to apply it with a brush, and they say that just to put it on thick. And so far we've gotten almost the entire rack done with just this one jug, and it makes it so you can just come in and scrape the rhino line off. So far, pretty happy with it. Definitely didn't think it would work as good as what it's working. So we're going to continue on here and keep plugging away at this. Then we get the scrape.
Okay, I cut it a lot better than that.
But
What?
you didn't.
Let's try again.
They're just bending it. It's not budging. You need to cut more.
Like, how'd the weld get all the way under it?
It just means it's a good weld. Penetrated. It's not budging. You don't do that. Stubborn.
Got it.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on. Keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like.
Alright, I'm gonna get this dragged in and we are going to get the handy dandy lift out. I get to unbury this and get it mocked up on the truck.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we you'll find that out in some time. But when things on your mind are all considered a crime, or just the start of
Hold the straps for a minute. Okay. I was gonna go to the back because I can get to the back better right now. Hold on.
Start going down?
Yeah, you can.
It's all lay down.
Not sure.
This one here. No? Oh. No? Good job.
Okay. Well, it's in.
Guess we can't really widen it.
It's just about as wide as the roof of the upper portion of the roof. My new concern is breaking the cab lights. Because the cab and the bed are going to twist if you go
Oh yeah.
anywhere off camera, and the cab lights were broken whenever we got the truck. So there's a good chance that that's how they broke them. So first thoughts, it's tall. And I think we have an 8-foot ladder for the rooftop tent. So it's gonna be pushing it. And then don't know what to do about the front yet. Kinda almost need to go kinda flex the truck a little bit to make sure that we're not gonna hit the cab lights or the roof of the cab. So this was already on the truck whenever we got the truck. The cab lights were broken, so there is kind of a good chance that the roof rack broke the cab lights. These frames flex a lot. So we got some figuring out to do. Still taking it all in. definitely tall. And we're gonna have to make sure that the drive shaft goes up all the way. Every time. So for the front of it, I don't like how squared off it is. So we're actually going to take, maybe over here, maybe. I want to take the top tube and this front tube that comes up to it. I want to cut them off. I want to bring this tube down at an angle. And I'd like to build a light cage for some off-road lights up on the top. Kind of like a Baja style. I kind of want to build this in almost like a Baja rack type of deal. So maybe put some expanded metal above the cab and stuff. We need to make sure all this will clear so we don't hit it. And then if it does, I want to be able to have stuff up there, like in the roof rack if we wanted to.
I think it would look good still if we cut it back a little bit so you didn't have to worry about the cab lights.
Hi. Hi.
Right now
Cut
it's...
it.
Yeah, because right now it's just like a little bit hangs out too far off the front.
See, I didn't think that would look bad whenever we did the light cage. I thought that would actually look better with it hanging that far forward.
Yeah, but you don't really want to have to worry about those cab lights though either.
I know. Well, that's why we kind of need to see how much the truck's going to flex. Maybe we'll, maybe we disconnect everything, go down to the ditch, and just kind of do a little,
Test.
yeah.
You found the mirror. Alright, let's test her out. Stay there. Oh, it's tight in the front, so it's just the back.
So I would actually pull it. I don't really see us getting too much more crazy than that with it. Anything else?
good. Yep.
Alright, I think should be okay. So we're back out here working on the ladder rack, and we're going to be making filler panels for these spots on the ladder rack. Just try and make it look a little bit nicer. And one of the things we're going to do is we're going to use these dimple dies from Eastwood to try and just kind of spruce up these filler plates, make them look kind of cool. So best thing that we could really do here is just hold them up and figure out what size we're going to go with. We're going to go with a 2.5 inch dimple die. So we're going to need a 2.5 inch hole. We've already measured for all the plates, so those are all written down. We just need to come out on the plasma table, and then once we get them all cut out, we can put them in the press, dimple die them, and then we can move on and just keep trying to make this thing look a little bit better.
Show me the rest of the set.
I've never had dimple dies before, but this seems like a pretty nice set. Used them a couple times so far and really like how it makes it look when it's all done.